上艺术，得不到你的人只剩下了嫉妒。
My name is Dr. Enimwa. Welcome to this and that with Dr. Enimwa. I'm doing a friendship series. I've recorded a couple of videos. If you want to ask me any question around friendship, if you want to send it so that we talk about it on Dear Dr. Enimwa, please feel free to send it and let's talk about friendship. I feel like I feel like I have a love and hate relationship with friendship. I've had some amazing friendship and I've had some really terrible friendships. And so I have some green flags, I have some red flags, and I'm sharing it all on this friendship series. And so yeah, if you have anything that you'd like us to discuss, please let me know. Today, I am going to talk about personally things that I feel make my friendship, make it hard for me to be friends or make friends. I've had a lot of fallout with people, and it's varied reasons. There's one no particular reason. Most of it was because they just were red flags for me, and I'm like, I don't want to have them in my space. But I feel like one of the reasons why it's so hard for me to be friends is because I'm direct. I am direct and very honest. I say it as it is. I sugarcoat it. I mean, I do not sugarcoat it. Um, People want you to sugarcoat it. At this point in our lives, God, I feed myself, I clothe myself. Why do I have to sugarcoat things? And so I will say it as it is. And that's something that is so hard for me to grasp because you are friends with someone, they do something to you and they don't want you to say anything about what they did. They just want you to move on like nothing happened. You don't want to have the uncomfortable and hard conversations. How do you move on past that? Or they want you to always sort of praise them, even if they are going wrong. You need friends that would praise you when you're doing the right thing and tell you directly in your face when you're doing things that do not make sense. But you find that you are surrounded with people who always want you to sugarcoat things and don't tell them that whatever they did you didn't like it. How do we genuinely grow from that? Because if you're my friend and you're doing things that I don't like and I don't tell you that I don't like them, then you're still going to do that to me. So I need to be able to tell you that I don't like them so that we can work on it. And I'm okay. I like that people tell me anymore what you did. I didn't like it. I don't like you to do things like that to me. I learn it. It doesn't mean that you're not, they're telling me what you don't like, and I need to work on it. If I don't work on it, then I'm not a good person. So I think one of the reasons is I am direct and honest. And things that people might take years to say, I'll just say it because. So yeah, I feel like that's one of the reasons why I probably it's hard for me to make friends. I have a very high intuition. Holy Spirit. My mom said I should call it Holy Spirit. But when you come around me, I'm able to guess. I'm able to I think it's the Holy Spirit. I'm not going to say it's the energy or anything, but I have told my husband there are people that came around me, us, and I said, I don't have a good feeling about these people. Every single time I said that, something happened that proved my whatever I felt. And yeah, so I feel like as someone I can guess when you come around me and is it energy or whatever, the Holy Spirit just reveals to me that this is not going to work. So you might see me working with someone, talking with someone, but as soon as I get that feeling that this is not going to work, because time and time again, it has always been proven that the people that I had that feeling around didn't make sense or didn't work out for me. As soon as it comes, I'm withdrawing, I'm getting away because I have very good intuition, very good intuition around things like that. And it's sort of, yeah. I think one other thing that makes it difficult for me to make friends is I have self-love. I know my self-worth. I know my value. And this is something that I had to work on. I think I did work on that at a very early age. And so I would have, even when I was dating, people would come to me and I would just tell them, these are my principles. If you do this, I'm out. If you do that, I'm out. And they didn't understand. They thought I had really strong principles, and they thought that only a man would have that kind of principle. But I just sort of knew my self value, my self worth. And so when you come into my life as a friend and you want to look down on me, degrade me, or do things that will hurt me, because I know my value, I will step away. And so when I come in contact with people and just in our initial conversations, the way you speak and act, feel like it's contrary to my principles, it would make you look down on me, or I, no, no, then out, vermouth, out forever. I have very unpopular opinions, very, very unpopular opinions. Everyone will be going north, I'll be going south. Growing up, I've just never understood certain things. I've just never understood how all of a sudden you have a brother and then they are more important than you as a girl child. I've never understood why you are a woman and then you are asked to respect and submit, but the man is not asked to respect and submit. So it's okay for the man to not respect and submit. And you out there, I have a unpopular opinion. So you out there, let me know, for those of you that have had a boy and a girl, children, was it different in any way? Because I feel like I just haven't understood a lot of things, even from a cultural perspective. I just haven't understood a lot of things. So I have really unpopular opinion about so many things. And I realized this very early on, and sort of that built in me and myself. I did not feel like a man is better than a woman in any way, shape, sense, or form. I'm a woman. I'm not going to feel like somebody else because they're of a different gender is better than me. So I've just not understood some things. People will say, yeah, I'm not even going to go in there. And I feel like people come around me, and even people that husband and wives, partners, couples come around me and they hear some of the things that I say, and probably they'll tell their wife, uh, don't be friends with anymore because they might sway you or tell you bad things. But one thing I'm so proud of, that even with my unpopular opinions, I don't force it on people. And so I'm okay with you having your own opinions. I don't agree with your opinions, but I have my own. And you won't force me. So I'll let you know what my opinions are about gender roles in the homes. I'll let you know what my opinions are about finances. I'll let you know in the home. I'll let you know what my opinions are about women in leadership and all that. But that hasn't in any way, shape, or form means that whatever your own perspectives or opinions are invalid. So I think because I have really strong and unpopular opinions, sometimes it's hard and it's difficult for people to like, oh my goodness, because I'm not coming from the same background as they are coming from. I feel like another reason why it's so difficult for me to make friends because I'm genuine. And people have been betrayed so many times that when they experience genuineness, they really can't phantom if it's real. And I see this happen many times in relationship. You've, for example, you've been with a lot of toxic men or a lot of toxic people, women, whatever genders that you're interested in, and then you meet someone that is genuine, that is nice, you're always waiting for them to mess up because you've been so used to toxicity, so you're not sure if this is going to work. So I feel like sometimes because, and if you've watched that video, I'm working on myself to be a better person and a friend. I'm not 100% there. When people come into contact, they don't think that this kind of person exists. I try as much as possible not to gossip and talk about people that are close to me. So it'll be very hard for you. I would meet you and we might have a mutual friend together. You might mention the mutual friend to me as, oh, you know this person. I'll say, oh, I know them. probably have very close relationship with the person. I probably spoke with them before I got met you. I would say nothing about them. That's just me. I would leave it, and then later I wondering, but you know this person, and I told you I know this person. You didn't say anything. That's just who I am. I feel like as soon as we bring that person in, something might come up, and I might say, or we might have a conversation about that person, and that might not be good and might be termed as gossiping. So, as much as possible, whatever I say about that person in that space is going to be the good things about that person, because we tend to let the negative things of our friends usually cloud us. So, they will do a lot of good things for us, and then one bad thing, that's just the major. So, that genuineness, sometimes people are like, is she real? When is she going to mess up? Is she for real? Is she for real? For real? For real? For real? For real? Is she for real? So I think that also sort of makes it difficult for me to make friends. Yeah. I pray a lot. And as soon as you come into my life, I will pray about you. There are some times that I haven't prayed about people. And later I learned the lesson the hard way. I pray about very minute things. So I'm going to pray about you. And if you're not real, you would go. Nothing needs to even happen. We don't need to have a fight, fallout, nothing. You would just go. And I tell God, if this is not genuine, if this person is no good, don't let them go. And then people just go. People just stop talking to me, just leave. And then I live my life. And so when it comes to friends, see, it's your space and you have to be very careful. We can't choose our family, but we can choose our friends. And some friends can become family. So in choosing, you need to, as a Christian, you need to choose it with prayers as well. You need to choose the people that you allow into your space. It's your space, and you have control over it. And so I pray, and I'm very mindful about things like that. And so I believe that this is some of the reasons why it's so hard. Another thing is I am quite independent. I like my space. I find a lot of peace when I'm alone by myself. And so when you become my friend, I probably wouldn't hang out with you a lot, not talk all the time. I've talked about it. I don't need needy people around me because I really like my space. I like time to sit back and reflect and think about myself. And so those I think that's one of the reasons that it's going to be very difficult, because when you come into my life, I cannot give you all that attention, energy that you want all the time. I'll give you some, but it will be fun to you that I'll sometimes I rather just want to stay by myself and just think, write, read, than to just have a conversation on this, because there are some conversations that are necessary and there are some conversations that are unnecessary. But because I've been able to develop being independent and be able to get happiness on my own, I'm able to have happiness on my own. It's it's easy for me to probably not connect as you want me to connect, and maybe that's one of the reasons why it's hard. It's hard. What do you think as an adult above 18 years with children and a partner? What do you think are some of the reasons why it's difficult for you to make and maintain friendship? Let me know in the comment section. Until next time, know that you are loved, you are valuable, you are wanted, you are here for a reason. You are enough. Absolutely nothing. Nothing lasts forever, and everything will make sense in the end. Until next time, take care of you. You are valuable, so you need to take care of yourself. Take care. Bye bye.